evening. It is the night before the AMFC Group 1 round 2. It's Thursday, so it is the day before practice, and I'm doing a last bit of prep to get myself ready. So I'm tying up some blobs with new Fritz from Uphaven, lemonade, mojito, strawberries and cream. I looked at my boxes and I realised I am dangerously low on blobs. So bring out the good stuff, bring out the new stuff, and tie food flies and talk about what I'm going to do in practice. I'm going to do this as fast as I would just tying them for myself. Catching the thread, take a few wraps back, trim off the tag end, get my Fritz, pinch a little bit of material off of the end to expose the core, catching the core like so, a few wraps forward, a few wraps back to just in line with the point of the hook, bring it all the way forwards, just behind the eye, let the bobbin hang, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bring it up for the 6th, 3 wraps, 3 wraps, trim off the excess, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there you have it. That is, what colour we got? That is the triple tone fruit salad blob. Perfect, looks amazing. I'll give it a try tomorrow and let you know how it goes. I went for a walk around Rutland earlier today, and what I saw was clouds and clouds of buzzers everywhere. So that's already put me onto a steer for what I'm going to do. The where, I've got the south arm for practice. So I've got a lot of water to cover, but I think just knowing that buzzers and maybe a bit of shrimp, that's gonna do me well. It's the morning. I'm making coffee and practice day is here. Practice for the AMFC Group 1 round 2, and we're going to be heading to Rutland. I've got the south arm to practice in all day, so I think to begin with I'm probably going to go out the lodge, turn left, hit East Creek, and then slowly work my way down towards the bottom of the arms. I'm going to go East Creek, Sailing Club, New Zealand, gibbets, and then down into the nature reserve and some of the spots where I might pick up a bigger fish or two. Who knows, but I'll see you down there.
Not the way I do love you. Well, holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I've never loved one like you. Man, you're my best friend. I scream into the nothing.
I'm out here to drop flies yet again, but this time I'm dropping flies to an absolute useless ogre. There is the useless ogre in his natural environment, blanking, as is the way. Oh, lovely little wave.
Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
So I'm off. We are in Sailing Club Bay. I went to East Creek to start off with, and there was nothing there, dead. So quick change, hop down to the next big bay over into Sailing Club and see what we can do here. I have hit the first couple of spots. I've gone East Creek, nothing, dead. Sailing Club, nothing, dead. I've just swung around from New Zealand Point, which is just up there, and I've worked my way down to the golf course, which is just there. I've been pulling a orange blob, classic orange blob, like that, and 2 cormorants up from that, and I've taken 2 fish on cormorants. One has been given a rather bad headache and he's going to be coming home with me, and the other one went back safely. So let's crack on, keep punching our way down towards Manton Bay and the nature reserve, and see what else we can put in the boat. Here we are in Manton Bay, and as I thought, buzzers. I've not been a huge amount of time. I was just prowling around, having a play, fishing a single dry on a 3-weight, and I've only gone and hooked one. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just to annoy Mark. Mark, little one. There we go. Another lovely little rainbow. Back it goes.
Home is wherever I'm with you.
So that's it. Practice day is over. Well, practice time is over. The match will finish by this time tomorrow, so let's have a bit of fun.
Mother, I'm coming home.
Well, it's getting towards the end of the day. Productive for myself anyway. I've gone from the lodge, East Creek, sailing club, golf course, nature reserve, and I only picked up 2 around there. However, dropped down into Manton Bay, pretty much as far down as you can possibly get before you end up touching land again, and there is where it came alive for me. I've done 11 fish in Manton Bay on all over Manton Bay on a variety of different methods, and what I've come up with is this. I'm going to go for a 4-fly cast. I'm going to have a hare's ear on the point, a size 10. I'm going to go for 2 jarbacks, and I'm going to go for a cormorant on the top on a floating line. That worked for me there, and it's what I'm doing now as well. I've come over into Old Hall Bay and it's still going off. I've picked up another 3 here, and I think that puts my total for the day on 16, 17, but most importantly, I've got more than one area and more than one method, which on a practice day is about all you can ask for.
Follow you into the dark, through the jungle, through the dark.
So Out of Bounds, are you all familiar with the Out of Bounds on Rutland?
So we'd had the rules brief and turn around, and what can we see but fish topping everywhere in the harbour. If that's not a promising sign, then I don't know what is. So match day is done. Didn't go to plan. Manton Bay gave me 2 fish. Re-drifted it a few times and it just wasn't happening. So my boat partner and I, we headed to Old Hall, and he started to pick up fish really well and I didn't. So he was on a 6 foot fast tip, a blob and a couple of shrimp and a cormorant, something like that. So I swapped over to doing what he was doing. My method wasn't working, my backup method wasn't working, so copy someone who is catching, and I did. But I couldn't get that to work. I was having an absolute stinker. So with about 2 hours left, we decided to head up into Church Bay. Out the lodge, turn right, go. And that didn't really work well for me either. I'd tried his method, I tried my method, tried different methods, and I managed to winkle out one more fish. I ended the day on 3, he ended the day on 8, and I got a spanking. And sometimes that's just how it goes. You can't do well in everything. You can have a method, you can have a backup, you can have more backups, and sometimes it just doesn't happen. And unfortunately, yesterday was one of those times. So we on to the next one, on to the next match. Hopefully a lot more fish in the next one. Thanks.